miss her when she's gone. Love her like in childhood, though feeble, old and gray. 'Cause you'll never miss your mother's love till she's buried beneath the clay. Welcome everybody to Nine's Corner. I hope you're doing well and feeling well. And today we're going to look into the Empress. Now, I know most people kind of not ignore the Emperor and the Empress, but because most people refer to it as the mother and the father, people tend to see that, that's the meaning, mother and father, and they don't really look into the card further than that. So I'm hoping today through our discussion, you'll learn not just the meanings, not just the fact that it's referring to mother, father, female, male energy, but you'll see how it really works in your life and how looking at the Empress can change your life. We'll get into that later. So for now, let's look at the Empress. The Empress is asking you to be passive rather than to be a doer. The Empress looks inside and asks for a creative outlet. Think of a mother who creates a baby. For 9 months, the baby grows inside. Until that time, it's expressed at birth. That is the essence of the Empress. She's looking for meaning and expression in life. You know there's something you need to fulfill yourself. When the Empress card shows up in a reading, it's not a time to act. Your emotions and intellect are out of balance. Right now is the time to look at how you're feeling. Don't think, feel. If you choose to follow your head over your heart, you will continue to feel frustrated and make wrong decisions. The Empress asks you to listen to your feelings. Once you are honest with yourself and your feelings about a given person, place, or situation, you will be able to make the right choices going forward. As an outcome, the Empress will cause delays until get in tune with your feelings and your emotions. Think about it. The Empress card often refers to birth. The Empress looks like she's pregnant. It takes 9 months for that baby to form. So the Empress, in its meaning, is letting you know that whatever you're going to create, whether it be work, a relationship, a project, whatever you're going to create, it's going to take time. Just as the Empress takes 9 months, it's going to take time for you to do whatever it is that the Empress is asking or expressing in a reading. So, when it comes to love, the Empress is longing for true love. The Empress wants love and affection. If she's truly in touch with her feelings, she'll be able to have this. But if not in touch with her true feelings, she will have surface relationships, leaving her longing. The Empress could be asking for you to examine your relationship with those who are around you and how you truly feel about them and how they fit into your life. Without getting in touch with your feelings, your emotions will be out of sorts and you'll be left wanting, and that can really cause a lot of emotional changes in the air, unable to make any decisions. Does she do the work to go deeper rather than staying on the surface? Does she have the ability to face the truth, to live authentically, and to face her responsibilities? Health-wise, it's time to get in tune with your body. Look at anything that needs attention. This is not a time for delay. The Empress normally causes delays, but when it comes to your health, be a doer. And when it comes to finances, yes, you'll probably guessed. Delays, 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 but the money will eventually show up. The Empress taps into your creative side, so dance like nobody's watching. Paint, go sing, go for a walk in nature. Notice nature and the changing of the seasons, birth, life, death, rebirth. It's all right there for you to watch. Ever notice a tree? The way that it's full of creativity, just like the Empress. And when the leaves are full, you see the abundance, and the wind can make the leaves dance, almost sing to you. And at times, when the wind is really high, the leaves look like they're clapping just because you are there. When the tree is bare, desolate, in the glare of the gray winter can make you feel like you're a lost soul, but you're not. Look to the ground, look to the roots that keep you grounded. And know that spring is always just around the corner. Always knowing that there's something more, a new life, an expansion of summer and all that that creates. We have today. Treat yourself today. Tell someone you love them today while they're here with you. Notice the things around you, because when you don't, when you're not living in a place of gratitude, you'll be overindulging and not taking responsibility for your actions, not taking responsibilities for the things that are in your life. So you may be taking for granted your money, your situation, your families, your relationships. This is not a time to be overindulging in anything. This is a time to get in tune with yourself and become your authentic self. In the past, the Empress let you know that you've come from a foundation of love. You know gratitude, so remember to live in it. Or on the dark side, you may have never had to take responsibility for yourself, so this is the time to do so. Or maybe you're going to be getting the rude awakening of having to do so. Presently, you are on your way to a creative pursuit. Be it work, relationships, or any given situation, be grateful for all that you have and wait for that project to flourish. But always there's the dark side. And if you're not in tune with yourself, if you're not in tune with your feelings, you will not make those right decisions and you will be led astray. In the future, the Empress lets you know to expect something creative to be coming, whether that might be a new partner, relationship, maybe even a baby. Something wonderful is awaiting your future. But before you can have that wonderful manifestation, you have to make sure that you are in tune with your feelings, that you balance out your intellect with your feelings. When you are in balance, that's when you can make the right decisions. You will not get the answers unless you're willing to let go and take care of you. Take responsibility for your life. Don't let life take responsibility for you. So on a personal note, what does the Empress mean to you in a reading, in a personal reading, or if you're just trying to figure out your life? When you look at the Empress, you're probably looking at the female relationships in your life, your best friends, your mother, your aunt, your sisters. And when we get to the Emperor, we'll deal with the male side as well, but this could go for either. The truth is that we, as humans, are complicated beings, and we tend to have petty arguments and fights, and we don't know when life is going to hit us with a major change. So what happens when that major change happens to the Emperor or the Empress and you no longer have the ability to communicate with that special female, be it your mother, your aunt, your friend, whatever that shall be? What happens when they're no longer in your life and you didn't get to say and do the things that you wanted or you intended? Where do you go then? That's when you have to go internal, just like the Empress asks you to get in tune with your thoughts, with your feelings. You have the power over your life, how things happen to you and how you perceive them. It's like two people looking at a picture of the color red. One would see it blood and just be like, my God, that's disgusting. And the other one would see it as the love from a heart and feel like it's Valentine's Day. We all perceive things differently. And at the end, whether you are told something, if somebody looked at you and said, you are the most beautiful thing in this world, unless you believe it, you don't feel it. And that's the way that you deal with loss. Whether your relationship was good, bad, it's always complicated. There's always going to be layers that you're going to have to look at. But when somebody's no longer in your life, you don't have the ability to communicate with them as you did as a human. You have their energy, their love, their essence of what they have been in your life inside of you. And inside of you, you are the magician. You have the ability to manifest for yourself going forward how you're going to feel about any given thought, any given person, any given situation. So when you know you have this power within you, then you have the power to forgive. Forgive yourself for the things that weren't said. Forgive the person for the things that they didn't say. You can't change it. but you can change how you see it. You can learn the lesson from the great mom or the really crappy one. And you can decide that I'm not going to continue these patterns, or I'm going to change my life in this way, or this is how this affects my life. It's all about you at the end of the day. That might sound selfish. It really, I mean, we're taught, especially as women, especially as empresses, we're taught that we are to give, to never think of yourself. But if you don't think of yourself, if you're not okay with you, if you're not authentic with yourself, then you're not going to be authentic with the people around you. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to be able to love the people around you. And when you get in tune with yourself, when you accept yourself for who and what you are, flaws and all, you will surround yourself with people that will create love in your life, because you're not trying to pretend to be something that you're not. When you really get in tune with the Empress inside of you, you realize that God, love, spirit, soul, life, it's all imprinted on you. And you don't need anything external to create for yourself. You can choose to have a relationship be something that tears you down and breaks you. Or you can decide, that's something that happened. I forgive myself for my part in it. I forgive that person for their part in it. And now I'm going to move on from this. I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to expand from this. I'm going to learn gratitude from this. I'm going to become a whole person from this. It is inside of you. There's nothing you need outside of yourself, your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Who is your best friend? Who is the one person that you truly can tell the truth and know that they'll never betray you? It's yourself. Be your own best friend. Learn to have that feeling of gratitude inside of you. Learn that you can have the ability to reflect back to you what you want out of any relationship, out of any situation. It's all in your perspective. But in order to be able to have the right perspective, in order to be able to live in your truth, you have to get in touch with your thoughts and feelings. And that's all the Empress is saying. Get in touch with you and be the best you that you can be. All right, my darlings, that's going to be it for me for the Empress. And until our next reading on the Emperor, which will be coming sooner rather than later, I will say cheerio. And as always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. Enjoy your day. Take care.